outside. What's going on? Welcome to Mav'z Corner, people. We out here shooting some 2K. Trying to take the night in with some hoops. Been away from it for a minute. Might be a little rusty, but we gonna see. What's going on with your chat? We outside. I'm good. A little bit worn out for the day, man. A lot of work being done, mental energy put out, but we move forward. Long day. How about your day? How's it going? Dope. How's work treating you? Hopefully it ain't there too much longer.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Appreciate the support.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Toronto Raptors. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it is trending for Alperen Şengün.
And you can see his scoring numbers trend down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start. To get points out there on the floor.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the three. And for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. And it's Maverick in at the 1. Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
Now, here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Here's Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. And here is Quickly. sets a screen for quickly. Down low, shot clock at 6. And the dunk
Appreciate
by
it, Zuri.
Barnes.
Now, Barnes really
Likewise.
gets off the
Enjoy.
ground. He is just an effortless
Love for the
athlete.
love.
MP outside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Here's Toronto now. Last time they met was in Toronto.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. A 3 ball. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. MP outside. Nelson and Smith with the assist that time.
Should have never gave him space.
MP's got 5.
Come on.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here's quickly. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, that's just assertiveness by Brandon Ingram. A response 3, sending a message.
And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quick.
Here's Dick. Last game he had 13. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ingram. The Rockets pull it in. What more can you say about this team? They've won 35 games in a row.
That was terrible, bro.
Seems
Terrible.
to have any answers for him right now.
Well, their run to this point, incomprehensible. There's no question this will end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks we've ever seen. The only question that remains, what is a team going to do to end this streak?
Barnes finds quickly. Barnes sets a screen for quickly. Pass to Dick. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. Fires the 3. And it's quickly missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Maverick.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Eason gets a wide-open look. Misses, and the dry spell continues. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 51 points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Hurdle with a screen on Eason. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Purdy. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And MP subbed in for Durant. And then for Toronto, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Dick. .139 left to play in the first quarter. Maverick passes to VanVleet. Finney-Smith. And falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. VanVleet against Barrett. Back to Pirtle. And the basket is good.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Rockets.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. And some nice passing there by Houston. And MP with the basket on the assist from VanVleet. VanVleet's got 3 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 8. Onside Barrett. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. From outside, off the mark. Rockets have gotten 8 of the 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. A 3 from MP. Here's Şengün. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the inside, Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, you see all of that athleticism right there by Ingram. He can be such a force when he catches it that deep.
Just 3 on the clock. And MP throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Rockets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Walter, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot. And he can't get the first one. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Rockets leading by 7. Here's the three, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Here's Shed, covered by MP. And the rejection by MP. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Barrett. And a miss there off the inbound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
And here's MP for 3. And it's Mamoukelashvili with the rebound. Barrett against Van Vliet. Pass to Mobo. Back to Barrett. Shoots over Van Vliet. And again, no good by Toronto. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the San Antonio Spurs. Here's MP, and oh boy, a lot of contact. There, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Great work by MP getting into the body of the defender and drawing the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw.
What a terrible
What, do you have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Same thing.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Raptors trail by 11. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. MP is second.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
Well, they are natural catalysts. Every one of these guys brings so much to the table, and all of it gets their team going.
And it's good for 2. Ingram's got 9.
And few guys in this league make more contested, difficult shots than Brandon Ingram. He's got so much confidence.
Maverick passes to Okogie. Now here's Thompson. MP inside. Dick defending. MP no good.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just
It's not an
breaking
awful
the
game. It
will
just feels
of
like
their
an awful
opponent.
game, but I
Here's
usually
Dick.
shoot a whole lot better than that.
Nothing on the board. Pass to Mav'z. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Barrett.
Rusty's the understatement. I have to hit rep tonight. Might go deep and have to hit rep.
Now Barnes. He's covered by Eason. Mav'z passes to Ingram. Off target with his 3. Rockets leading by 11. It's tipped. It's stolen by Barrett. Here's Dick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has. Yeah, shots like this are big for MP's development. I love seeing him capitalize off the catch.
Ingram outside. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Highlight reel play from Şengün. Great timing.
Raptors trail by 12. Steps back. Here's Ingram. And Durant sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The Rockets making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Quickly's checked in. Some changes. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And MP subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Dick. 5 points in the game. Pass to Quickly. Barnes outside. Now Dick. It's Ingram on the wing. And again, no good by Toronto.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A nice shot by Maverick.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Ingram outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. MP outside. On the wing, Thompson. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sweet, and yep, another basket.
And in terms of first-year players, he is one of the most high-volume scorers in league history. He's now tied for 5th all-time in points scored by a rookie.
Yeah, you just get the sense there is so much more in store for this young talent. The sky is the limit. Rockets leading by 16. And here's MP for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound by Smith. And so MP will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Shoots the 3. And KD, good for 3. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's the Houston Rockets taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game
See,
at
what
hand,
I gotta
let's
do
first
is I
check out
still
the
gotta work on
upcoming
my
schedule.
dribbling. I'm trying to get that together right
For
now.
that game against the Pelicans, on paper, these teams
Or
are
at
pretty
least good
even.
enough
So what will be the determining
do something
factor there?
right. I'm not
sure,
as
but they
potent
gotta
with the dribbling
avoid
as I
mental
probably
errors.
should be, so.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case,
Maybe.
yes.
It took you too long.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Toronto Raptors.
Number one goal in the offseason, get yourself some rim protectors.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Raptors trail by 19. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Maverick in at the 1. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
Another bucket that time by Ingram. He is going off, looking to attack every time he catches the ball.
Here's Şengün. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Maverick's got his 7th assist here tonight. MP against quickly. Pass to Pirtle. For 3, Ingram. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Yeah, I like the fact that Ingram didn't hesitate right there. Very decisive. He saw the shot, and he did not waste any time.
Smith's shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Here's Ingram, guarded by KD. The baseline J off the mark. Houston leading by 18. And here's MP for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Mavericks got 24.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic.
Still
He's going to
early.
take
My
a few
shoes
moments
are-
here to
still
check in
off,
with his
but
team and regroup.
They go down. Rhythm shooting, bro. It's a plus.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pirtle with a screen on KD. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist from Ingram. 8 points for Jakob Pirtle.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Pass to Şengün. Back to MP. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Durant gets the bucket. Durant's got 9.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Barnes outside. And here is Ingram. Guarded by KD. Pirtle with a screen on KD. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it's Ingram missing. Rockets leading by 19. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Ingram kicks to Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Smith. Nobody near Barnes. A three-pointer, no good. Maverick passes to Thompson. From deep. A nice shot by Maverick. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. Buries it from three-point range. Ingram's got 19 points.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. And Toronto also making a switch. Barrett's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you, Kevin.
All for one. Ali LaForce with the report. Hey, Ali, thanks. And here's KD for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Great open look there. Quickly's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's MP. He's got 27. Pass to Eason. Şengün passes to Smith. Here's Eason. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Eason's got 9 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And that's why they're behind. A lack of effort, a lack of attention to detail.
A 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Houston. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Chalk up 2 there. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Dick with the steal. And there's the drive, and he banks in the layup. He has 7.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Locking in. I got to get tighter.
The timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet comes in for Jabari Smith. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And that one's good. MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Quickly up top, he's covered by Eason. Barrett, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Back to KD. Kicks it out to VanVleet. His three-pointer's off the mark. Toronto's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Now Barrett, still without a basket. Clock at 6. Pass to quickly. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Mobo, off target from three-point range. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Rockets on top, delivering the blowout. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is a...
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kevin Durant's checked in for Jari Eason. And MP subbed in for Fred VanVleet. So the Raptors 5 right now. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 roaming the paint. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. Okogie comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. MP against quickly. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Quickly the bounce pass. For 3, Ingram. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. Okogie misses. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And they pick up 2. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Ingram that time managing to play big inside. He used his length to his advantage.
Here's MP. And it comes off the front of the rim. And for the Raptors, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Quickly with it. Now defended by MP. Dick can't get it to go. And a wide open look for MP. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 8th assist here tonight. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ingram's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, his role this half has been to help them space the floor.
Spins. Pass to Okogie. And they double up MP. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Houston.
Fantastic decision from MP. The more experience he gets, the better passer he'll become.
Ingram right side. And here's quickly for 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Teardrop shot, and MP with the layup. Mavericks got 41.
Soft floater. You see how MP has really improved his craft.
Here's Ingram. To the middle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
MP against quickly. Maverick passes to Green. There's the triple. MP, no good. Toronto shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Here's Dick. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. Quickly against MP. Van Vliet wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Van Vliet's got his first points in this one.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Dick in the corner. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
When you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season. I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Maverick driving to the basket. And the dunk by MP.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on and
Look, you seen some of the dribble work out there. There's something like guys.
And you know, this game
could do a lot better, I'm telling you.
One for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Every defense needs a fear factor. You blocked a few shots tonight and dissuaded more from being attempted. Do you feel like you play that intimidator role for this team?
I don't think it's something one guy has to take on by himself anymore. With all the switching teams do, a shot blocker may not be as intimidating as someone who can guard multiple positions at multiple levels. Whatever it takes to get stops, that's what I'm doing.
Understood. Thanks for your time, MP.
Of course.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
How's it going, MP?
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Taking a look at some numbers here for MP.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. MP is out there with Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Denver, in the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Watson in at the three. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Smith with a screen on Murray. Maverick, the pass to Thompson. Back to MP. Here's the three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
Gordon with a screen on Durant. Outside Watson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gordon. Murray for three. The Rockets pull it in. What an impressive regular season they've been having. Getting to 60 wins.
When you talk about magic numbers for a team, 60 wins means you're having an historic year. In fact, we've had stretches longer than 5 years without any team winning 60. So it's really hard to do.
Here's Jokic. After the basket by Houston. Outside Watson. From downtown. Smith with the rebound. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back over to you, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Murray, no good. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
These are his first free throws of the game. Free throws good from Durant. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. As we look towards the end of March, these power rankings are getting closer to their final shape. You look at the Thunder, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Checking out the Rockets, they're at the very top of the rankings. That gives a team so much confidence. Having that attitude means a lot with the playoffs coming up.
Now here's Jokic. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. Here's Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Durant. And another miss by Houston.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Pass to Gordon. Now Brown, defended by Şengün. Right side Brown. 4 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get one up for 3. Gordon. The rebound by MP.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Rebounded by Denver. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof. He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Eason's checked in for Thompson. Here's Gordon. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And again, it's Denver missing. The Rockets lead by 7. On the wing, MP. Houston working the ball around. Fires for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Mavericks got 8.
No hesitation at all there. MP rose up with confidence.
Outside Brown. Back to Murray. Gordon on the wing. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but, I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And that one's good by Durant.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Watson. Yet to see a basket. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job on the screen. Solidly set, then rolls to the perfect spot for the score.
Pass to Eason. Back to MP. For 3. That's good from Eason. On the assist from Durant.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Murray passes to Watson. Six on the shot clock. Back to Murray. Over MP. Murray, no good.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
MP left side. Eason, pass to Maverick. Shoots over Brown. And another basket for Houston.
Oh, MP. He got that tweener working.
Nuggets trail by 14. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He had 46 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Cam Johnson comes in for Watson. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Strother's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Brown. And then for Houston, Finney Smith's checked in for Şengün. Okogie comes in for Smith. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Durant. Now here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Van Vliet on the wing. And here's MP from outside. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Jokic with it. He's marked by Finney Smith. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player. Shooting 2.
free throw dropped for Jokic. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
MP, the pass to Eason. MP outside. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Mavericks got 15.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And again, Denver no good.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's Houston. They lead by 18. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Nikola Jokic is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Murray. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Strother in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Now here's Brown. He's scoreless. No coverage that time.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
MP outside. Eason a screen on Murray. Throws it up high. It's Eason with the jam.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. 17-point game. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Van Vliet. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise. Murray against MP. And
and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Murray looking around. Pass to Valanciunas. From deep, Johnson. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Stolen by Valanciunas. Now Murray. MP with the block.
Wow, MP with the meeting at the summit, denying all motion.
Eason can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 19. A step back shot from deep. Johnson knocks it down from distance. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Houston has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. MP finds Eason. MP against Murray. And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance. Mavericks got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Valanciunas with a screen on Eason. Johnson against Eason. Pass to Strother. Clock at 6. Murray from outside. Eason pulls it in. Houston leading by 19. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. From deep, MP hits yet again. Wow!
An elite talent already in just his rookie year. He's now 3rd all-time for rookie point production.
He's showing elite level skill. Very uncommon to have this sort of talent right out of the gates. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results. Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Gordon comes in for Johnson. Watson, he's checked in for Strother. And it's Christian Brown in for Brown. And then for Houston, Alperen Şengün's checked in for Finney Smith. And it's Kevin Durant in for Okogie. And that one's good. Maverick.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
MP against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good D by Şengün.
And right now, they're +8 in the... Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Outside Brown. Here's Gordon. Pass to Murray. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
And he's able to get it back. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. And Denver making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Fred VanVleet is checked in. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. MP comes in for VanVleet. Here's Gordon. A steady force on their offense. scored around 14 and a half a game. Jokic passes to Brown. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. A shot from the high post. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. Şengün, great positioning on the putback.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. The drive by Brown. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Here's MP. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 34% so far in this one. Thompson against Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. MP outside. The kick to Durant. And so it's Houston in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Houston Rockets.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is okay. Let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. In the West, MP.
Not shocking to see him take home the prize. His determination on the floor, it's been second to none, Shaq.
Yeah, and the effect he has on the team makes everyone around him better. You love to see it. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing. Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's MP in at the point guard. Murray against MP. Goes up at the stripe, and that's good for 2. Murray's got 9.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A. His playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality. Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
On the wing, Durant. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Murray, a screen on Şengün. Watson off target with the 3. And so MP will bring it up for the Rockets. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be the first of 5 games in a row at home.
Oh, wow. How about the handle from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
The Nuggets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Out to Gordon. Launches a 3. Hits the three-pointer. He has 6.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him.
MP outside. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play, rolling into open position right on cue.
Denver has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Denver moving it around. Jokic with a screen on Smith. And here's Gordon from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Pass to Durant. MP against Murray. Maverick, the pass to Smith. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
If there's anybody who can ignite a crowd with his dunks, it's Jabari. He throws them down with power.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now Jokic. Give him 8 points now. Over Şengün. Smith with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Back to MP. Lets it fly. Again, Houston.
He carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Now a timeout called by Denver. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, this guy is torching them. And so far, their defense hasn't responded.
Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Rockets, final stretch of the season. They've got 1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. And of course, the Nuggets, currently way below.
When I look at Houston, you have to really get it to them. I mean, they are backing up all preseason hype. They've been outstanding.
It appears to me, though, that this group has the ingredients for a season.
Jokic.
Ooh, that's a tough pick. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him by himself.
Smith outside from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 35 in the game.
He couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. He's been perfect from the field so far.
Screen by Gordon. To the paint. Win the run. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad. If he does, he's throwing it down every time.
MP Murray. Smith passes Maverick. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Şengün. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Gordon The big finish.
When Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Against P. Smith with screen on Murray. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
Yes, getting in there and getting some air time with a solid jam off the drive.
Murray it in with a nice touch off the window. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When he gets room like that, because he will score.
MP scanning the floor. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Screen by Gordon. The drive by Murray. And they pick up 2. Murray at 13.
Hey, they're just getting put around. So you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Rockets call time here. And Denver will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Gordon. Strawler comes in for Watson. Brown, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Murray. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Finney-Smith's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Durant. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Amen Thompson. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Guys, back to you.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, I like the flash and splash by MP. A touch risky, but go ahead and do your thing, young fella.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Denver's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Pickett. It's rebounded by Houston. Mav'z got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight. And the Nuggets shooting at about 44% so far. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Thursday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Looking at who's out there now for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in for Pickett. MP against Brown. The kick out to Van Vliet. He buries it from 3. Van Vliet's got 6.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots it.
Brown can't hit. Houston has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. MP outside. And the 3 off target. And here's Denver. Here's Strawler. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And the basket by Van Vliet.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here's Brown for 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's MP making things happen for Houston. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Cameron Johnson. Bruce Brown is out there with Jamal Murray. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. And then for Houston, Holiday comes in for Finney-Smith. And MP subbed in for Okogie. The Rockets have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. MP no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Van Vliet outside. This one for 3. Strother grabs the miss. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And he comes up with a bucket.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Houston has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Outside Holiday. Now here's MP. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Murray. Pass to Strother. Here's Brown. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Rockets with possession here. MP with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Johnson. Now Brown. Back to Murray. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. MP against Murray. And that one's good. Maverick.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind. Close this game out.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Jokic. Green covering. Denver moving it around. Outside Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. Holiday grabs the miss. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Murray against MP with the drive. Oh, MP throws it down.
Look at MP suddenly catching the defense with their guard down and making them pay.
Murray against MP. Murray passes to Jokic. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that is a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brown. And here's Johnson. Jacks up a 3. And it's Maverick with a rebound. Eason, a screen on Murray. MP drives in. Ooh, stolen by Murray.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Maverick.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. Now Jokic. Back to Murray. Shoots from 14. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
It's Eason with the jam.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Jokic passes to Johnson. They kick it out to Murray. And another three for Denver.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner three when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
Left side Holiday. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Now Brown. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana. Take it away, Jennifer.
Double-digit assists tonight, MP. That's got to be one of the more satisfying ways to engineer a victory, no?
Yeah! Ooh, it's a beautiful game when you play together, isn't it? Come on, Jennifer, I know you feel me.
I do.
Film session tomorrow is going to be fun.
Well, enjoy, MP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Brian, over to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
y'all. Thanks for coming to Mav's Corner. We're gonna chop it up a little later. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. You know, catch the next screen, guys. Like I love to say, man. See you later in peace.